Hello, everyone. Welcome to Future Push, my brand that will assist college students in preparing for careers in technology. My name is Henry Pearce, and I will be your guide through Future Push. I am a senior at Penn State University, majoring in information science and technology with a focus on design and development. Some of my interests include infrastructure automation, DevOps, and cloud services. With Future Push, I will be sharing with you some important technologies to know when preparing yourself for future IT careers, as well as resources that you can use to further your knowledge and experience. Students will be able to connect with me via YouTube, email, Twitter, GitHub, and LinkedIn. And really quickly, I'll just go through all of those again. So this is my GitHub here. This is my LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube channel. So feel free to connect with me on any of those. It would be greatly appreciated. Today, I'd like to talk about a technology resource that I have found to be very useful. Like I mentioned earlier, I enjoy learning about cloud services. One of these is Amazon Web Services, or AWS. I'm currently a certified AWS solutions architect, and I've also passed the AWS Cloud Practitioner examination, which is the most basic certification you can get through AWS. The Cloud Practitioner is the one I wanted to touch on very briefly because AWS provides a lot of really good resources to help you learn about their services and prepare for the exam. So we'll just go to their page here. This is basically a timeline of basically everything that they think is good for you to do to prepare for the exam. And like I mentioned, it's a foundational certification, very basic, just proves that you know what AWS is and what the products it offers are. So if this is something that is interesting to you, you can go to this webpage, kind of follow this, and then take the exam. But one of the things that they talk about in here that's really important for preparing for the exam are the AWS white papers and FAQs. And the white papers are something that I want to talk about today as my resource. White papers are a super good place to get just tons and tons of information about AWS and the services it offers. From just like cloud architecting principles, or if you just want to know what a service is or like a specific use case for a service, all of that stuff is here. So it's for people preparing for exams, beginners, experts, you name it. There's something in here for you, and it's great. So the one I wanted to focus on was just beginner stuff. Like, let's say you're brand new to AWS, you have no idea what it is. Where are some good places to start? So if I were you, I would go on this left side and select white paper and introduction to AWS. And that brings you to this page where it's just simple overviews of what AWS is. And then I think personally, the well-architected framework white paper and the overview of Amazon Web Services white paper are great places to start. The well-architected framework just goes into how you build good infrastructure on AWS and like design principles that they use and principles that they think you should also use when using the service. The other one, the good one that I'm going to be showing you is the overview of Amazon Web Services. So if we scroll down a while, so first they talk about just like basic stuff like what the cloud is and like certain things that they offer in it. And then they go into every single little service that they offer through AWS. So, and you can just go down this list and just read them all. Gives a really basic summary of what it is. So like this section is the developer tools that they have. So code commit, code build, code deploy, code, you get it. But I think this is a really good place to just kind of start. And then if there's something that's interesting to you or pertains to kind of what your career field is, you can then look for more white papers specifically about that, or you just search it online, you name it, your stuff will come up and you can just learn a ton of things really, really quickly with white papers. And I think it's a great resource. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is what I'm looking forward to learning more this semester. Like I mentioned in my introduction, I am interested in infrastructure automation. One thing that can help with this is container services like Docker. And I hope to learn more about Docker in IST 402. It's something I've experimented with before, but sometimes its complexity confuses me. And I think that I would really benefit from getting to learn more about Docker in an educational environment even if it is just the basics. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something useful. Please feel free to leave comments on the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.